Welcome to the second step of writing an informational essay. In this step, we're going to explore step 2, which is research. So we're going to be talking about what to do once you've figured out what you're writing about. So you've already done your TARP. You said, okay, I understand the assignment. I know my topic. I know my audience. I know what resources I'm allowed to use, and I know the purpose for writing. And you should have determined the purpose for this piece of writing is that I'm writing an informational essay or an expository essay. So you've figured that out. You're just writing to teach somebody about the topic. And now you're ready for step 2, which is research. If you'll remember our lessons, we talked about how researching means your job is to read all of your sources so that you know what information you have to work with. And then you're going to build a subtopic map. Your goal is to think about possible ideas you can teach about your topic, thinking about the different text structures to help you consider ideas. So you're going to build something called a subtopic map, and it looks like this. That's what's down here. I'm going to box it. It's sort of like a bubble, and on the inside you're going to write your topic. So on the inside you'll write whatever the topic is you're writing about. And then over here off to the side, you're going to start listing different things that you could teach, different big ideas. The goal is that you're going to be able to write a thesis statement. A thesis statement says a main idea about your topic, whatever the big idea you're going to teach is, and then it tells the 3 subtopics you're going to teach. So if this was an opinion essay, you were going to give your position and then the 3 reasons why you believe that. Since this is not sharing your opinion, it's not an opinion essay, you're not giving a position. Instead, you're telling one big idea about your topic, and then you're teaching or telling the 3 teaching ideas that you could teach in your essay. Oops. So let's get started. All right, so in this research step, the first thing I need to consider are my sources. So before I start to build my subtopic map, I'm going to go in and read all 3 sources. I want to think about what kind of stuff is in there, what information is there. So for this one, I'm writing about pizza. First, I read source 1, which was all about Chicago-style deep dish pizza. I'm really glad I read it. I didn't know anything about deep dish pizza. And then I read source 2, which was about who invented pizza and like the history of pizza. And then source 3 was all about starting your own pizza business. So those were the 3 sources that I had for my piece of writing. If you go back to your article, if you go back to your article that teaches you about writing a topic sentence, it looks like this. Let me erase this. There we go. You have a notes page that looks like this. It was all about writing a topic sentence, and that's really what we're trying to do here. We're trying to think of the different things we could teach. And you should even see there's that subtopic map I'm talking about. So once I realize my topic, I'm going to set up my subtopic map. So for this one, I was told to write about pizza. So I'm going to pick a different color. There we go. I was told to write about pizza. So that's my topic. And then I'm going to just draw some lines off. I need to start brainstorming some different things I could teach about pizza, since I'm writing an essay to teach people about pizza. In your notes page, we talked about different ways to think about what you could teach. You could write a description paragraph. You could write order and sequence. You could write cause and effect. You could write compare and contrast. Or you could write about a problem and a solution. So I like to go item by item, text structure by text structure, and consider what it is I could teach. So first I'm going to start here with description. Oops, let me use a regular pencil. If I start with description, I can think about facts or types of things. One of the things that I learned when I read these articles was about the different types of pizza. So that's maybe something I could teach. I could say types of pizza. Another thing that I thought about that was like description, so I could teach types of pizza. Another thing that I could teach about are different ingredients. Different ingredients. Like there are some ingredients that are just for sauces, and there are different types of cheeses. There's all kinds of stuff. So those would be like description paragraphs I could write. The next thing I'm going to think about is order and sequence. In source 3, they talked about how to start your own pizza business, and there were steps. So that would be a good order and sequence paragraph. I could write steps to starting a pizza business. Ooh, and that kind of reminded me, over here in types or descriptions, I could just tell facts about pizza businesses. There were lots of pizza facts. Pizza business facts. I could just teach that. All right, so next I've got cause and effect. And when I read my articles, I couldn't really find any cause and effect. There wasn't really like stuff that pizza caused or stuff that caused pizza. So I don't really have anything for cause and effect. I might just put a question mark to remind me I don't have anything there yet. If I need ideas, I could think of some, but this just might not be a cause and effect topic. For compare and contrast, there was a lot of info that let me think about the similarities and differences between deep dish pizza and what they call pan pizza, which is like regular. So I could write deep dish that means versus pan pizza. So I could write a whole paragraph about how they're the same and how they're different. That could work. And then the last one here, problems for the topic and how to solve them. There weren't really any pizza problems in these articles, so I couldn't think of a problem to teach about. So now I'm going to go back and think about my sources. The first one was Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Did I talk about, yeah, this one right here. It's compare and contrast or different types of pizzas. So I thought of ideas that had to do with the first article. The second one, who invented pizza? Ooh, I didn't put anything for that, but they talked about like the history of pizza. Oh, maybe that would be order and sequence. So instead of steps to starting a pizza business, I'll add it over here. History of pizza. I could write about that. Let's see what else. Oh, and then how to start a successful pizza business. I could write about the steps to starting a pizza business or just pizza business facts. So after I thought about all the different text structures and all my articles, I thought about what are some things I could teach, some big ideas that used facts from the articles. And this is what I came up with. My last step is going to think which one of these do I understand the most, and I felt like there were lots of facts that I could use to teach it. So looking over here back at the beginning, they've got types of pizza. I could teach that. Different ingredients, it didn't really talk that much about different ingredients. I mean, I know about different ingredients, but the articles didn't talk about it. So I don't think I'd find enough facts to teach that today. I would need other articles, and I wouldn't be able to use the ones they gave me. But I know a lot of details about pizza business facts. My articles talked about things like how much pizza people eat and how much people spend on it. I bet I could write a paragraph about that. I'm not sure about types of pizza. I'm going to think about that. Over here I have steps to starting, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Steps to starting a pizza business. They talked about that like kind of, but I didn't really understand all of it. Since I didn't really understand all of it, I probably shouldn't write a paragraph about it. I'm not ready for that. But they did talk a lot about the history of pizza. I totally understood that. So I'm going to cross off this one because I didn't really understand it. But I understand the history of pizza. They talked about like this place called Naples and this like flatbread that people ate, and then how the king and queen really liked it and it got popular, and then people from Naples moved to the United States. So I could teach all of that. And then the last one I have here was this deep dish versus pan pizza. There were a lot of facts about deep dish, and they talked about what pan pizza is like and how they're different. I feel like I have a lot of facts. I didn't really know about that before I read the articles, but now I get it. Because like pan pizza is flat, and like if you order Papa John's, that's what you get. But deep dish pizza is like baked in a cake pan, and they have all these like details about how to do it. So I could write that paragraph. That one would be really interesting. All right, so I looked at all my subtopics and I see 1, 2, 3 big ideas that I could teach. I know enough about them and I have enough details from my sources that I could write some pretty good paragraphs. The last step is I need to start putting this together like a thesis statement. All right, so now that I've thought about the things I want to teach, I come back to my original page, and the last step is this. I need to build my thesis statement. I need to say a big idea about pizza, and then I need to tell the 3 things I'm going to teach. So I know I want to teach the history of pizza. I want to teach the difference between deep dish and pan pizza, and I want to teach like about pizza as a business. So those are the 3 things. Maybe like pizza makes a lot of money. Maybe that's really what I want to say. Like pizza is big business. So I'm trying to think about a big idea that ties that all together. Let's see, I've got deep dish and pan pizza because Americans really like pizza. The history of pizza and like how it came to America. Well, and I guess like came here and people really liked it. And then like oh, I had a third one. Deep dish, history of pizza. Oh, and pizza is big business. So basically, my big idea there is that people really like pizza, or like Americans really like pizza. So maybe that's going to be my main idea. Pizza is really popular in the United States, or Americans really love pizza. That and who doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm going to say Americans really love pizza, period. Pizza is big business. Pizza has a really cool history, and then I can talk about deep dish. Wait, maybe I should tell the types of pizza first. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, here I go. Get my pen ready. All right, so the big idea that I have for my thesis statement, I'm going to start with my main idea. Pizza is really popular in the U.S. Pizza, there are different types of pizza. Pizza has, pizza, let's see here, about pizza coming to the U.S. There are different types of pizza. Pizza became popular when it came to the U.S. Ooh, and then something about pizza making money. Ooh, pizza is a big money maker in the U.S. today. Okay, let me reread that to see if I like it. Thesis statement. Pizza is really popular in the U.S. There are different types of pizza. Pizza became popular once it came to the U.S., and pizza is a big moneymaker in the U.S. today. Perfect, I like that because I can see here, this is like my thesis statement. Oops. That's like my big idea. And then here I can see this would be like my first topic sentence. This would be like my second topic sentence for my second body paragraph. And then this would be like my third topic sentence for my third body paragraph. All right, these are the steps. Your job is to read your sources, and we say that right here, and then build your subtopic map. I suggest you think about different text structures and different things you could teach based on your articles, and then go through like I did, item by item, and really ask yourself, is there enough info that I could find 3 key details to write this paragraph? Do I really understand this big idea? And when you find the ones that have enough key details and the ones you understand, you found your good subtopic ideas.